Good evening, viewers. I'm joining you live from the heart of the national capital. Beautiful sunny day. You're joining us on a marathon 10-hour-long coverage of our Mood of the Nation survey. We've shown you several states. Now it's time to take a look at the 7 seats of Delhi. You've seen how the streets of the national capital unfortunately completely choked. But I can tell you that the political picture right now is crystal clear. Why is Delhi crucial? Besides, of course, being the power center, it has just about 10 seats to offer. But every time since 1998, whoever the people of Delhi have chosen, they form the government at the center. So it's a beautiful reputation to have for the people of the national capital, that they always seem to choose the party that will then form the power center. But will that be the case this time around in 2024 as well in the upcoming election? We'll tell you that in our Mood of the Nation survey. Over the next 1 hour, I'm going to be breaking down the numbers for the national capital and, of course, counting down to our double engine coverage that kicks off at 6 p.m. where we'll get you a sense of what the numbers look like nationwide. Joining me here in Delhi, in Connaught Place, who've braved the traffic with me, is from the BJP, Batsuri Swaraj. Batsuri, good evening. Are you confident of another clean sweep?
Oh, absolutely. I think the scorecard is going to be 7-0 in favor of the BJP-led NDA.
Okay. Priyanka from Aam Aadmi Party. Priyanka Kakad with us. Priyanka, good evening. Will the fortunes change for the Aam Aadmi Party? National election hasn't really been a great set for really the Aam Aadmi Party in Delhi.
Well, if anyone has presented a true challenge to Modi ji, it has been Arvind Kejriwal ji. That's undeniable. And we are now a national party. We have a presence in Gujarat, jo Modi ji ka gad mana jata hai. Whereas they have not been able to defeat us in Delhi despite 3 attempts. So there's hope.
You're setting the stage for a nice political battle here. Mudit Agarwal of the Congress. Good evening, Mudit ji. There's a lot of talk about the Congress's performance in Delhi and how things will change with the India alliance now.
Oh, so if you remember, Congress was number 2 in 5 seats in Delhi last time, and we hope to do really well this time. And as far as the India alliance is concerned, it's alive and kicking. Apart from a few hiccups, you can talk about Bihar. That's the only place probably the hiccup was there. But more than India alliance, it shows probably desperation on part of BJP. Because ultimately, they had to go back to Nitish. After I believe they had divorced at least 2 times. And this is the 3rd marriage with Mr. Nitish. So it almost shows desperation on part of BJP. Because they know they're not winning.
I'll give Bansuri a chance to respond in a bit. But they've set the stage for us perfectly, really, to now delve into the numbers of the Mood of the Nation survey. What does it look like in Delhi? Let's begin first with the vote share. And we'll break it down for you first, alliance-wise. So first, the NDA, the India bloc, and others. What do the numbers look like? Now, for this particular election right now, the vote share in NDA is 57%, for the India bloc at 40%. You just compare that to 2019. Essentially, the NDA stuck to their previous vote share. No change whatsoever, no pluses, no minus. 57% in 2019, 57% again now if elections were to be held today in the national capital. What about the India bloc? Of course, in this case, we're talking about the Aam Aadmi Party and the Congress. The vote share from 41 in 2019 is at 40. So just minus 1% essentially in their vote share. So if you look at these numbers, and we'll get to the seat share in just a bit, but if you look at these numbers, it definitely looks like it's advantage NDA, advantage BJP. I just want to break that down further as well to look at exactly what the vote share looks like party-wise. Now, we've told you about the NDA and the India bloc. For the BJP, that number stays at 57%. But remember, for the India bloc, it's the AAP and Congress combined. So if we were to break that performance down into how AAP has done and how the Congress has done, AAP's current vote percentage in 2024, we're predicting will be 15%. So that's down from 18% in 2019. As far as the Congress is concerned, they've gained slightly from 23% to 25%. Other parties also from 2% have gone up to 3%. As I said, for the BJP, 57% intact from 2019 to now. So very, very interesting numbers. These, I'll get you the seats in just a bit. I know all of you want to know which way the 7 seats of Delhi are going. But looking at this, Priyanka, looking at these numbers, the Aam Aadmi Party has come down from 18% to 15%. Do you think the problem here is that the Aam Aadmi Party in Delhi is viewed merely as a regional party? You spoke about national party. that doesn't seem to be translating on the ground.
You will have to ask those 18 lakh students and their parents whose life was transformed by the Arvind Kejriwal government. You will have to ask the over 2 crore people that have taken, I'm aware that that the population in Delhi is about 2 crore plus. I'm saying this number, that this is the number that have taken, used the Mohalla clinic facility. You have to ask the women who have been empowered and are able to now travel for free in the buses. You have to ask the senior citizens of Delhi who have been given the luxury, so to speak, of Tirth Yatra. You have to ask the people whose electricity bill has been stable since 2014 without
But
any
we've asked all of
increase.
them. This is the result of asking all of them,
No,
Priyanka.
you could not have covered 2 crore people of Delhi. That's not possible. Your survey could not have covered that. So, you know, these are life ट्रांसफॉर्मेशनल थिंग्स दैट वी हैव डन. लोगों का जीवन स्तर बेहतर किया है हमने. यहाँ पर आम आदमी पार्टी ने एक डिफरेंट मॉडल दिया है आपको गवर्नेंस का. यहाँ पर ऐसा थोड़ी है बुंदेलखंड एक्सप्रेसवे की तरह जहाँ पे करप्शन हुआ, टूट गया, इतनी इनॉग्रेशन किया जैसी प्रधानमंत्री मोदी ने 7 दिन के अंदर वहाँ क्रैक्स पड़ गए. आप देखिए जो प्रगति मैदान का टनल उन्होंने इनॉग्रेट किया उसको डेंजरस बताया जा रहा है, लाइफ टू थ्रेट टू लाइफ बताया जा रहा है. The kind of corruption that we are seeing, चाहे वो महाकाल कॉरिडोर हो जिसमें मूर्तियां टूट गई इतना 18 करोड़ शायद खर्चने के बाद, तो ये लगातार हम देख रहे हैं एक इस तरह की राजनीति. दिल्ली की जनता दिल वालों की जनता है and it has given a lot of space to Arvind Kejriwal ji, and I'm absolutely positive that we will definitely, this is our first time
contesting these
contesting.
numbers.
We are contesting for the first time after becoming a national party in these elections. So it will be different.
Okay, so you're saying 2019 your tally will improve. Doesn't seem it in these numbers. So
I'll
are you
tell you-
being delusional in that sense?
Not at all. There was another very famous psephologist who said that, you know, when you look at these surveys, you don't go back 5 years. You don't take up a 2019 ka ankada. For example, 2024, you will take up the 2023 ka ankada. That is what matters. And our graph has constantly been on a rise because Arvind Kejriwal ji has touched each human life in Delhi, and you will see that in results.
As per the Mood of the Nation survey, it's not like this, but it's going like this right now, Priyanka.
There is also, we are hoping that the alliance talks are finalized and that will present an even more stronger face than there already exists.
If you look at the numbers, Mudiji, if you look at the numbers, the Congress has reason to smile because your vote share is going up marginally, but not enough to take on the BJP, not enough to take on the NDA in Delhi.
So firstly, today, I would not join any issue with Priyanka ji. So I will let that be. And one thing, as what is aware of what is very clear from a survey is Congress is doing much better than what it did last time. I tell you, when you talk about alliance and the talks are going on, and as I told you, India alliance is alive and kicking. And in case we are able to stitch up an alliance in Delhi, you will see. Okay, let me give you right now that we are getting 40%. Let me give you that argument. So I believe the alliance actually comes into place. We will be able to triumph over BJP in all 7 seats in Delhi. Because in alliance, what
you're
happens
saying
is,
you're
in
saying
alliance,
7 seats to
so
our
I tell
Congress.
you, and there's a reason for me saying it.
Sure.
As I said, for argument's sake, even if I take that your numbers are correct, you see, how you have done your survey is you have asked people if all 3 parties fight separately. All I'm saying is, in an alliance, more than arithmetic, is the chemistry that matters. So what I believe right now is, if the alliance is actually, the talks succeed and we are able to stitch an alliance in Delhi, we will try and BJP in all 7 seats.
Okay, where are we at on the
As
seat
far
sharing?
as-
Where are we at on the seat sharing?
I think the
4
talks
is
are
to
going
3
on.
ratio,
and,
5 is to 2 ratio.
See, let's see what happens. I mean, I'm not going to second guess what's going to happen, but talks are moving in a positive direction. Where I do see an issue is Punjab, maybe the alliance will not happen because there's another term which I use is called lazy alliance making exercise. Punjab is a state where our party and Congress is number 1. Right now, if you look at your service today, and our party is number 2. So it's very important that number 1 and number 2 parties don't come together because then you give space to a third party, like BJP, to occupy the opposition space. So all this India alliance are basically state-wise alliances. For example, I'll give you, in Tamil Nadu, alliance is already in place. In Maharashtra, alliance is already in place. In spite of what has happened with JDU, alliance with RJD is already in place. You look at a state like Kerala. There is no scope of alliance between Congress and left. Because
But
again,
you know,
that would be
that's formed the basis
because
of why
that-
the BJP is critical of you in Delhi. Since you're saying
let
this is a
them be.
state-wise alliance, in Delhi, is there definitely 100% going to be a seat-sharing deal and alliance?
So I'm pretty hopeful as now, and the talks are going on. I don't see any reason that it may not happen. As of now, all the signs are in the positive direction, as I believe seconded by Priyanka ji also. Other thing that I was telling you about Kerala and Punjab are almost similar examples. If we have an alliance with left in Kerala, then you would see BJP seat space to BJP. So we don't go by what BJP says and what they try to build a media narrative. We are fighting this election against this BJP government on primarily 3 issues. The number one issue is the economic emergency which India is facing. You see price rise and you see unemployment, which are symptoms of that.
There's a white paper that the finance minister has just introduced.
So I will
about
talk about that.
mismanagement by the Congress.
Because we had an 8% average growth rate in 10 years of UPA. Has Modi ji touched that in his 10 years? And then he talks about our financial mismanagement. We are here to talk about Modi ji's financial mismanagement. That's number one. Second is control of institutions. What is democracy? Just holding elections and electing a government is not democracy. Democracy is run by institutions, whether they are courts or CAC or even election commission.
Okay, but in
What's
that
happening? Hold on, give me 1 second. I told you 3 issues we are fighting elections on. What are happening to the institutions? They're all being captured by this government. ED, CBI, everyone knows. If any institution which have gone into alliance with BJP are CBI and ED. That's the other thing we need to look at. And the third, the most destructive part, which will lead us down a bad road, is the way BJP is trying to divide society, either in terms of caste, in terms of region, or even in terms of religion.